we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hits his target, the tight end. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, Strebler. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
A breakout season at the University of Virginia helped to elevate Jelani Woods to day 2 of the draft and a new home in Indianapolis. A terrific athlete. Went to college as a quarterback at Oklahoma State before migrating to the tight end position. The Colts have got to be pretty happy having him in that spot and making plays like the one we just saw.
On 1st and 10, here's Strebler. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Streveler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action with Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And oh, he caught it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. He was having success there, holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
And this is a tough one because you know you prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Man open, he's got it complete to Colin Sutton. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out forward.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Strebler sets to throw on 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Michael O.J. Mudia. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Off the play fake, it's Strebler.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Strebler to throw on first down.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Out of the shotgun, Strebler. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strebler to throw it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Aaron Browning charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second down, Strebler.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now Strebler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here's Strebler. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they tucked it behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dosage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of running after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
They go play action now. Here's Strebler.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Strebler.
And Woods has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
To throw is Strebler.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
From the gun is Strebler.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
It's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Caught by Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Strebler looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Strebler. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They push it back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll go. Strebler.
Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 5.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And